Previously on Gears.
Gotta say, sure, an incredible Le Mans 24 hours. Unfortunately tainted by the extremely unfortunate death of Alan Simonsen. Within like the first 15 minutes of the race, Daisy. Now, I know you were out in a bit of a nice family kind of weekend, but Le Mans is just one of those very, very special races. And unfortunately, accidents do happen. It's an 8-mile long circuit. You know, it's a long, long way. And you cannot have the kind of protection in such a long circuit that you would have, for example, at a NASCAR race or a Formula One race, because it's just so long. And this terribly unfortunate accident. Now, Alan Simonsen is Danish and very, very well respected, very well liked in the world of motor racing as well. And just to let you know what happened, he was the track started off, it was pretty wet. Okay, there was a little bit of rain around, so the track was very slippery. It takes quite a while for the tires to warm themselves up. So they were basically on about the third lap of the event. And Alan Simonsen went into a right-hander into the first part of the Mulsanne. And the problem is there's a curb, and then after the curb, on the outside of the circuit is blue painted lines. Okay. Now these lines are there just so that the drivers can see stuff, especially at night. And they're also there that in dry conditions that will hopefully stagger if the guys spin off. However, in wet conditions, it's like driving on ice. All right. Think about when you're driving on the normal road and you've got the painted lines and it's wet. You go into that painted line, you've got no traction. And unfortunately, what happened, he came into that right hand, went a little bit wide, and the front of the car snapped onto the blue painted lines and just turned the car heavily left. And unfortunately, he went into the barriers, but at severe speed. And it just, I mean, it crumpled the car. If you'd seen the car, the whole roof was dented in, and it was a very, very unfortunate accident. He got airlifted away and taken to hospital, and unfortunately passed away of his injuries. And I think it was such a poignant moment that Tom Christensen, who now has won 9 Le Mans races, actually, he wanted this race to be dedicated to his father. And he changed that, and he said, "Dad, you're going to have to wait, because this one goes to Alan Simonsen."
Wow.
Which is, I think, an incredibly special moment. So it was an amazing Le Mans race. Well done to Audi on another just brilliant performance. Got to say, well done to Toyota for trying their best, but Audi were the class of the field. And well done to Porsche in their brand new 911 RSR. And that car this is only its third race, and managed to beat the Aston Martins. Unfortunately, of course, Alan Simonsen was in one of those Aston Martins as well. So that was a look at Le Mans over the weekend. If you did watch it, I'm sure you were enthralled by it. The most ever amount of safety car interventions in the race, the least amount of retirements in the race, and a third place and podium position for a South African by the name of Jake Gerber. And he was in one of the AF Corsa Ferraris in the amateur racing. And the beautiful thing is that red Ferrari was there, but on the sides of it, you saw the South African flag.
That's insane.
Yeah. Now, I don't know much about him. I've heard that he apparently works, or he's part of the Max Steel group. But we're going to try and find out more about him and hopefully get him on the show. But an amazing result. And well done to him and, of course, his team as well. So there we go. That was a look at Le Mans this past weekend.
At the next intersection, turn on Gears with Sasha Martinengo. Weekdays from 12 to 2 p.m. Central African Time.